We'll give it a couple of minutes for
Okay.
people to come in.
All right.
I was thinking of this meeting earlier today because I was in a climate reality meeting and we kind of walked towards setting our August meeting to focus on using your purchasing dollars to determine your priorities. Seemed very much in line with this one.
Oh, that's definitely something I'm going to touch on in a minute. So yeah, that's a great topic.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, well, I don't see any more people waiting in the waiting room, so I'll just start. Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Bonneau, and I'm here with a few other people who have made US Reduces come to life. And so we have Yayoi, she's in Ithaca, and I'm not sure if Stephanie's here, but Stephanie from Washington, DC. And Jill, you're in
Columbia County.
Okay. And Alex is in Sacramento. Alex, did you feel the earthquake?
I'm actually in New York City. So
Oh, you are?
Yeah, two Alexes, sorry.
Oh, other Alex. Oh, we had a 4.7 about half an hour ago.
Whoa.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Ooh, gee.
Yeah, that's 4.7 isn't.
Oh.
I mean, it's not bad. You notice it. And Renee is managing our Zoom tech. And
Thank you, Renee.
yeah, thank you, Renee.
And
So,
I'm here, Anne-Marie.
Oh, Stephanie. Hello.
Oh, great.
Great. And thank you all for joining. So Yayoi is going to start with some announcements. So take it away, Yayoi.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. We thank you for coming. I'm very excited and sorry, I'm blanking out just a moment. But so announcements. Shoot. So just a second. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. And I can't find my notes. Sorry, I'm messing up.
Do you want the role we went through?
Yes.
Do you want me to, okay, I'll send you the link.
Well, the thing is that I'm not seeing the one. God.
Okay. I'm going to text it to you.
That would be perfect.
Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. So some announcements. What was it?
Well, free
Well,
room, Renee, the Zoom thing.
Yes. Thank you so much, Renee. We have a Renee Carver who's like handling this this like a Zoom tech for us for our US Reduces meeting, and he is such a fantastic guy. Like he's from our I'm from Ithaca, New York, Central New York area. He's from our area. He's part of the Zero Waste Ithaca and Ithaca Reduces, and he's such a like so helpful. And he is offering us. He works with a Zoom company, and he offers some free Zoom accounts to community groups that are doing good things in the world. And I just wanted to share the great news with you guys, ladies, that if you're starting out your groups new, and if you need Zoom account, Zoom Pro account, that's like, over 40, you can do more than 40 minutes presentation, for your meetings and presentations, he can help you. So I just wanted to highlight that. The other thing is
To get on the map.
Get on the map. Yes, get on the map. it's very simple to get on the map. And I know some people might be like, kind of like thinking, oh, I'm alone, things like that. But we would like to highly encourage you to get started. And we have just a very simple, like a few asks for you to get on the map. It's on our website, usreduces.org, get-started. And if you click on the pink button on that page, it would take you to a Google form. So you just fill that out with a very simple ask, just a group name, group email address, social media accounts, and sticker design. Please send us a sticker design so that we can, give you some advice and feedback. But it's very simple. And today we have a great presenters like Bianca and Steph. They made their sticker design that they're going to share with us, and we're very excited about it. So I think that will also help you to get started. They created template for us, so it's going to be like really helpful for groups that don't have like graphic designers. So that's it. And the last thing I think I had for the announcement was Oregon and also now Illinois passed a BYO bill. Oregon passed, in Oregon, a BYO bill passed the Senate, and Illinois, it passed Assembly. And both of them passed with a very comfortable margin. I'm not sure about the Illinois one, but I know that in Oregon, it was a bipartisan bill, and they are going to the second house in each respective state. And I think, that's a great news. I looked at the bill and it looks pretty good. It's not perfect, and there are some places that I wish they would change, but to make it even better and more easier for the businesses. But it's pretty good. It's a lot better than the bill we have in New York State, in my place. That needs amendment, and we are working with the legislator to amend the bill. So that's coming. And so like, I hope that with more reduces groups around the country, there will be more legislative changes so that we'll be, fully be able to do BYO even at the restaurants for food takeouts and also at the grocery stores. Okay, not just in California, but across the country. So those were the announcements. Okay. The next thing is, so here are our agendas. So without further ado, I'd like to move ahead, and I'd like to introduce Alex. He is the founder of Ecorate. It's an app, both on website and on the phone. Like you can check great restaurants, cafes, and different businesses, zero waste stores on his app, and it's really useful. And he also runs sustainability cafe. So please take it away, Alex.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Yayoi. So
okay.
yeah, I run a sustainability ratings platform called Ecorate, which is something like Yelp, but where the ratings are based on how sustainable venues are. So right now we offer, we show ratings for cafes, and also we show a lot of information about refill stores, and to some extent also about restaurants. So this is really a useful thing. I think if you want to proactively choose, which venues you're going to support, so you can support low waste places. And you can support explicitly places that are BYO or, that use reusables for dine-in and things like that. And so you can proactively choose where to go based on that information, even if you're in a place where you don't, you're not familiar with the venues. So I think maybe the easiest way to show it is to just show an example. So here, this is what Ecorate looks like. This is the web version, but it's basically the same as the cell phone app. And we have all these different cafes in the city, and basically the higher their score is, the bigger and greener their mug icons are. And if you want to look at a specific place, like this Archak one is like a zero waste cafe. So they have all these like specific attributes, like that they use reusables for dine-in and they allow BYO and stuff. And you can even turn on the filters. And so with this BYO filter, you only see places that are known to accept BYO. This mug filter lets you just only see the ones that use mugs for dine-in, and this refillery thing. So we also index the inventory of refill stores. And so these are like zero waste stores or bulk stores, people call them different things. And you can even search their inventory. So if you want to find like, I don't know, milk or let's say pasta or something. So these are just the refill stores that sell pasta, as zero waste. So, and this is, I'm showing it for New York because that's where I live, but it's available everywhere. And it's really driven by user reviews of the venues. So when you review a place, we ask you some, like multiple choice questions, and it's really easy. You don't have to know about like the carbon weight of, whatever, the CO2 equivalent of some waste or something. But so that's Ecorate in a nutshell. But what I'd really like to for the US Reduces groups is for them to see this as sort of their app, because it's so similar to like your initiative. And so we've already teamed up with Yayoi and Ithaca Reduces. And so, if you go to Ithaca, we have all their places. I have to spell it right. New York. And as you zoom in, you can see all these places that they've already confirmed are, BYO places. So that's why they all stay on the map when you turn the BYO filter on. So, this is free of cost, both to the people using the app and also to the, if a group wants to share their data with us, it's also free to share on here. So I hope this is something useful for your groups in particular to, make it easier for people to go out and find these places and support them. And one last thing I'll say is that you can also use it to proactive, like, especially if you're starting a new group in a city, like there's some talk about starting a group, maybe in the Upper West Side in New York City. Yeah. And so you could sort of make that task a little easier for yourself by saying like, maybe turn on the BYO filter and say like, oh, well, there are already these places that we know. We could start by asking those ones that we already know are BYO places, if they want to put our sticker in the window and stuff like that. So maybe that could make it a little easier to get started. Oh, and one last thing I'll say is that we also have a meetup group that meets in different cafes in the city. And so this Sunday, we're going to be meeting in the Upper West Side, actually. Yayoi was our last, guest speaker. So, if you're trying to get a group started, especially if it's in New York, it'd be great to invite you to, be the special guest speaker for our next meetup or something. So anyway, with that, I'll pass it on to the next person. But yeah, feel free to get in touch, whenever you can.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah, his sustainability cafe is so much fun. I recommend that, people in different cities start doing that as a part of the Reduces.
Alex, there are some questions in chat. I don't know if you want to take those now or if you're looking for them later. One of the big ones is how to adds get done to that. And if the dynamic is to take the questions later, then please continue and ignore that I've said anything.
Okay.
I'll answer some of them in chat, but I'll let the main thread of the conversation keep going.
Okay, thank you. There's like a mini Q&A session after like everybody go through like a mini presentation finishes. Okay. So the next is Steph from Baltimore. Wait. Let's see. But shoot. Who can share?
Hi, Yayoi.
I've made
Hi,
Stephanie
there you go.
a co-host. Oh, Stephanie Miller. Sorry, I got the wrong Stephanie.
Yes, it's Steph Compton from Baltimore. She is.
I'm actually available to join so I can do the presentation from my side.
Oh, okay. But I put it up and here's your slide if you want to start it. And
Okay, great.
thank you so much for joining. And
Yeah.
Stephanie, what's your last name?
Compton.
Why don't I see you in the list? Oh, there you are. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Now we got you.
Cool.
So you're now able to share your own slides. So
Well, she's got me, so I'll just let you know when you can
Cool.
move on for me. So, hey everyone, just launched the Baltimore Reduces campaign. And I wanted to give a shout out to Kathy. Thanks for joining us tonight. She's joining us from Baltimore. And then also, I really love the Ecorate map. I've already incorporated I've already been using that map. And so I'm going to reference that some more. And I have plans to like give a training for folks that join the coalition and outreach to utilize that map to populate. So I really like that. I also noticed you had the PFR 86, the plastic free restaurant. You didn't talk about that one, but that is also how you get restaurants a subsidy, right? If they're switching from plastic to reusable.
Plastic Free Restaurants is a nonprofit in California, and they'll like buy a set of reusables for a restaurant.
Yeah, I love that.
Totally, or remove the friction, the financial friction of going to reusables, and that's what that does. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So when I first started the campaign, reached out to Yayoi. And I already have a coalition of Baltimore I work with. It's the Cleaner Baltimore Coalition. And so Yayoi sent me these stickers. So these were like the initial inspirations that I used when I made my sticker. And then moving on to the next slide for me, Yayoi. This is the first draft that my students, so I have some students working with me from Johns Hopkins, the first draft that we came up with. And then I just wanted to show what the feedback was that I got on it. And so there's some of the feedback there. If you want to read them, you can. But with that feedback, I incorporated the final version. And you can slip on to the next slide. And when I shared this with folks, overwhelming reviews, everyone loved it. So Yayoi, I just want to, if you go ahead and click, oh, and that's how my stickers are coming April 6th. So when you click on that, so go back and then click on that Canva template.
It's not letting me. It might be because we imported the slide to the.
Yeah, can you let me share, or I'll share screen?
You can put it in the. Let's see.
actually, Steph, you're co-host, so you can go ahead and share if you need to.
Cool, I'm gonna go ahead and share. 1 second. I was afraid I was gonna be elsewhere, but I'm not. So here I am. And share and present. Okay. And are y'all seeing my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to actually click on this link, which takes you to my Canva design. And I made this available for everyone as a template. If you like this one and you want to model it, here is a blank canvas for you to work with. You can type in yours and add whatever you want here. Ours is a QR code that will go to the Cleaner Baltimore website. So, and I did it in a couple of different green scales. So if y'all like this and want to use it, here is a great simple edit if you have access to Canva. Let me go back to my presentation. So there's that link. I can also copy that down and put it in the chat for you guys. And then this is our website. So when you go to our website, cleanerbmore.org, if you click on that, it'll take you down to the campaign launch. And that's where I intend on just keeping folks up to date with the campaign and sharing information as it comes. As I build the coalition, as I get more people involved, they can recognize that sticker, go to our website, and that's where the QR code will take you to. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. This is great. Yeah, so this is really exciting that the Baltimore Reduces just got launched, and so the next person is going to be Bianca. She worked on the design for New York City's Upper West Side and just the general New York City one. And there are other groups that are starting to launch around New York City, which is really, really exciting. So thank you, Steph, and go ahead, Bianca. Let's see, let me share this.
Yeah, do you want to share again? I closed out the deck.
Okay, let's see.
I'll let you drive.
Sorry.
All good. You're doing you.
Oh, there. Going back. Come on, go back.
Oh,
Here.
almost. Great. There we go. So hi, I'm Bianca. I'm in Manhattan on the Upper West Side. I missed the memo about the amazing presentation. So we just have my designs here, not like a full slide deck like Steph. So these designs, the one on the left, I've been working with the Upper West Side group. It's Easy Being Green with Kate and Karen, who are on this call. That is our Upper West Side sticker and will be available as a template for other groups as well. I will same as what Steph said, it's in Canva. So it's that's a free online graphic editing program. So anybody will be able to edit it, and I'll put together some instructions on how to edit it as well. And then the version on the right is a draft. I didn't have time to actually finish that one yet, but that's another concept for another sticker option. So these will be available as templates for New York groups or possibly other groups around the country who want to use them, and update with your own group name, town name, URL, etc. Yeah, so Yayoi, is there anything else you wanted me to say specifically about these, or should we move on to the guidelines?
I just wanted to say how wonderful these are, and so thank you both to Steph and Bianca for making it so easier for other groups. So with that said, I'm going to move on to the next design guidelines. If you, Bianca, could just tell this.
Yep,
yeah.
Totally.
Yes, thank you.
So design guide, circular sticker, as you've seen with the other examples, 5 inches in diameter. I think Yayoi had said that seemed to be a good general dimension. I know we had some discussion over New York City, restaurants or places are so tiny. Is there going to be room for that sticker? But we thought that 5 inches would probably still work. Overall green color scheme. A lot of the examples have the green border, which is something that Steph and I also stuck with. Include the name of the group, whatever the neighborhood or city is, and reduces. And also, if there's another zero waste or eco group, include that group name and or a URL for people. And like Steph did, you can also include a QR code with a link to your site. Include BYO, bring your own, because we want people to know what this is. And then to just keep in mind, differences in vision and differences in visibility, and make sure to make the sticker high contrast and easy for people to see. And I'm always happy, if you have specific questions about working on your sticker or anything like that, I'm happy to get on a quick Zoom call or answer an email and help out with with design questions. Yeah, and then have fun.
That's great. That's really kind of you. Thank you, Bianca, for this. And I really want to emphasize making it clear for the visually impaired, the last piece, because our Ithaca group, like we created this one. I don't know if people can see, but like we love this design, but that our member made, but like we should have made it like much more easier to see. So I wanted to emphasize that. Okay.
One other point off of that, a good
Yes.
thing kind of to keep in mind with designing is I think of it as like the kind of worst case scenario or the most difficult scenario. So if you have a really long group name, make sure you have room for that. And same thing, think about the sticker. What's something that people will still be able to read if it's, behind reflective glass, or if it's in the sun, or if it's in the shade. Because if something is accessible in those conditions, then it's accessible in all conditions.
Great point. Thanks. Okay, so now we have a small Q&A session for all these mini presenters. If people wants to ask questions, please go ahead. Is there anything? I wonder if there's anything in the chat. Let's see. I'm sorry, I can't seem to be able to see because I'm sharing. I'm using Linux, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to see the chat, but
One of the chat's questions is a recommended sticker vendor for creating or producing these stickers.
Bianca might know this the best. Would you like to talk about it?
Well, here, and Steph is saying too, Yayoi, I think also had used, or did you use Sticker Mule, Yayoi?
Yes, we started with a local one, and they went up on the price, and it was like it went out to like $7 a piece, and there was no way we could afford it, so we regrettably went online to get the stickers on Sticker Mule. Like we prefer to work with the local printers, but yeah.
Sticker Mule is a website. It's a solid option if you want to just go with an online one. And if you are in an area that has local printers, you can generally just email them or call them for a quote and say, I can't recommend printers in, Baltimore, Boise, or Boston. But you can generally just look up, Google, local printer, sticker printer, city name, and call them and ask for, how much would you charge for 25 full color stickers? And they'll ask you some questions and can give guidance on that. So, and we're still landing on our New York City printer, but if we find a good option here, like a local option, we can also share that with the rest of the community.
There's a request in chat for the Canva links to the templates. If one of you,
Yeah, I put mine
both of you
in
want.
there. Mine's in there. It's the the longest link in there. It's clickable. It should work. And if you like those, like it's editable to just edit it with your stuff in there. And I did go with Sticker Mule, and it was very easy because one of their options is like front adhesive. So I clicked front adhesive. Next step was 5x5. And they gave me a proof, and they're coming in the mail. I placed the order on the 31st, and they're coming in the mail on the 6th.
With my having attended, Beyond Plastics training, I'm wondering if any of you have given consideration to producing these quote unquote stickers out of paper material and finding a way using that to tape them to windows.
Well, yes, we had a long discussion about that in very long discussion about that, like in Ithaca group, when we started, there was a lot of critical comments about using plastic stickers.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I recommend people to print, think about the amount of order you're going to make. I know it's going to be cheaper if you order more, but if you're going to order, I would like you to be committed to putting a sticker on the windows of the stores, and so that we won't waste. At least we are going to be putting it to a good use. As for the we have to, as for going for paper, and wheat paste, perhaps. We have to think about, like, if the business is going to be amenable to that, like they're busy, they're always thinking about their they're trying to survive, and they're busy with all the customers coming in and out, and we are going into canvassing and asking a favor. And are they going to accept the paper stickers, and that might fade or come off and make it look, might get messy. So we have to balance that, and then we settled for ultimately the plastic stickers. But our hope is that eventually we don't even need this kind of thing anymore, so that like a BYO is the norm across the country, across the globe, that like it's accepted everywhere. So hopefully we don't need it like in 10 years or something, because it's just so normal. But right now we have to give spiel to why we are bringing our containers, and so that's the answer to your question. But there are two other questions. However, in the interest of time, I'm so sorry, but if you could put the questions in chat, and perhaps other people might be able to answer. We will be staying over after this meeting, so if you have any questions, like please feel free to ask. I'm so sorry. I want to answer the questions, but like I want to be able to go through everything. Is that all right, everyone?
I think actually folks have done a pretty good job. There are responses to questions in chat placed by Bianca and Alex.
Wonderful.
So
Thank you.
I think they've done a good job of taking care of that. So
great. Thank you so much.
Release your stress, Yayoi.
Okay, great. I know I have to let everybody know. I do not know, for some reason I can't see the chat. I'm using Linux because I want to reduce e-waste, and I can't see the chat when I have this like a presenter mode. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to move ahead. If you don't mind, I thank you very much for your patience and understanding. I want to go through quickly about social media. Oops. Okay, quick social media primer. So I want to, we were talking about this, and we wanted to, what to discuss in this meeting. We wanted to make it interactive. So like, we're going to have breakout groups, and so we can get to know each other and create support groups. But at the same time, we wanted to go through a few topics like stickers and social medias and things like that. I want to emphasize, we want to emphasize that the BYO work like BYO reduces groups, zero waste work, in principle, it's an in-person thing. Like it's not going to be all online. Like we're going to be out there in the community doing stuff. So, but at the same time, it's spreading the word is really half of the work. Like no matter what good work you're doing, if people don't know about it, it's like your work is not done. So it's like, I always feel 50% of the work is to get the word out. And social media is one of it. And it's kind of important. You can't do business or any organization work without social media these days. This is not to say to never underestimate the power of traditional media, like local newspapers and different press releases you might gonna make, or op-eds you might write, and email list. And emails are so important. But like social media is also something that it's one of the things that you want to have in your arsenal. And so that's why we're going to be talking about it. Okay, so the tip one is start now. And I start now because I have two reasons, right? One is because it takes time to grow, obviously, especially in rural areas. So I think it might be a little bit faster in a densely populated area, But like, ours going to be local groups, and, we have a lot, our social media will have lots of local flavors. But like, depending on where you are, it takes a lot of time to gain traction. And the second reason is you want to grab all those consistent username and handles across different platforms. So you see lots of examples of even like national nonprofit. They have different username for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and TikTok, and YouTube. And it is a pain for if you start managing all of these platforms and you have all the different names for your account, it's going to be a major headache. So I highly recommend that you grab everything now, like with, Upper West Side Reduces, Baltimore Reduces, or whatever, like Baltimore Reduces have an organizational username. But like if you are starting new, I would recommend you grab that now. Like, so like, and that's why I say start now, just grab it. And then like, if you're not ready to post right away, it's okay, just you have it. So that's the two reasons, start now. And the next tip is if you already have if you already have a social media, please put it in the chat, and we'll follow back, and let's follow each other. And one of the things that it's important is to beat algorithm one of the ways to beat algorithm is to amplify each other by liking each other's posts, following each other, and commenting, sharing each other's posts. And so please start following each other. And if you have your personal account, we will follow you back, but just kind of DM us. We are at US Reduces across Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and Facebook. So just kind of DM us or tag us or something like that, and then we will notice you. Because if you just a personal name, if it says like a town name Reduces, we will definitely follow you back. If we notice, we'll follow you. But like, let's follow each other. That's one of the things that we have to do. So we're going to be quick. So I know for some people, these are obvious. A lot of you are business owners that you already know. So, but we're just talking about these things for the people who don't know yet. And okay. And the importance of documenting. I can't emphasize this more. Before we started this, like my group, Zero Waste Ithaca, I already had like a 1 or 2 year worth of pictures from our the previous year's activity. So like those are super useful for making social media posts. So like every time you go put the sticker on, take a picture with the owner, ask them, or like a customers, and any chance you have, just take photos and short reels, and those can be really useful later on. So take great pictures, and just keep them. That's really important. And what to post. You can, I think one of the things that to keep in mind is like your groups are local groups. So like you want to give like a local flavor, like state news from state legislatures, or like local businesses and things like that. So a lot of it will come from you putting a sticker on. So those are the posts that you can make. You can also talk, follow each other. And if you have any great posts from other Reduces group, you can, recycle it, say, thank you very much. We're going to borrow it and credit it by tagging, and, use those. And generally, I love using Anne-Marie's post. That Zero Waste Chef, he has always amazing posts. And also Stephanie in Zero Waste in DC have amazing posts too. So just like, follow each other and, amplify each other. And of course, you can also follow like a big national zero waste, plastics organizations or toxics organizations like environmental working groups or beyond plastics or plastic pollutions coalitions, and all of those places. You can do that and tag them, and return the like say thank you by tagging them. But so those are the things you can post. And another tip is slow but steady. Like it's going to take time to grow a group, but be patient and be persistent and keep posting. Also, another big tip, if you have a Facebook groups as opposed to Facebook company page, when you create that group, or like if you already have the group, go into like screen people who will join the group and add one question asking for their email address. And you want to collect those email addresses because you can't count on social media's algorithm. Like environmental groups generally don't get like amazing clicks, unfortunately. But with like posting about local businesses makes a huge difference because people love their local businesses. But we want to still have a backup plan, and email is one of the most reliable things. And especially like, depending on the generations, like, different people prefer different platforms, but emails will catch everybody. So collect emails when you have a chance, like when you go to you do a tabling events on the festivals and things like that, collect people's email and sign them up and collect them. And those are really important things, I think. And also, we have a Facebook discussion groups. It's I can put it in the chat. If you could, somebody please put it in the chat. It's facebook.com/groups/US reduces. So, please feel free to join. If you have any questions, please feel free to post so we can support each other, answering each other's questions, and support each other, because it's a very rewarding program. It's really rewarding to do this work, but sometimes it's not easy, and we can share and we can also answer each other's questions about how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. So it's facebook.com/groups/US reduces. And also please feel free to email at info@usreduces.org. Okay. And also other platforms are like Reddit. You can post local Reddit about your activities and ask people to join, and Craigslist, and Nextdoor is pretty useful too for local stuff. Like you can post in Nextdoor about your reduces meetings or any social activities you might going to plan, and it is pretty useful. So, and that's it from me. And Anne-Marie has a couple of more tips. I'm going to stop sharing, and maybe I can.
Oh no, yeah, I don't have any. Oh well, I guess I could share my. I can share my.
And she's
okay, I don't know if anybody.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll show you my spreadsheet. I don't think this is necessary. Okay. I don't know if this is necessary, but I'll just show you what I do. So I write a blog, The Zero Waste Chef, and can you see my spreadsheet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can.
So I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I just gotta leave Twitter. Anyway, that's another conversation. And I'm now on Flipboard a little bit. So Flipboard has, you don't want to be on Flipboard, but they have a recipe exchange, and I'm one of the approved posters. So it's helpful for my food blog. But I find a spreadsheet is really helpful because when I get an idea, I can just type it in here and and write it up, and then I can come up with my hashtags. And then when I write something similar, I can just I can just search. So like, all right, let's say I write a post on Earth Day. So here I would search for the Earth Day hashtags, and then, you know, oh, find me the hashtags, and then I don't have to come up with. So you want to use maximum 28 hashtags. Anyway, so this is really helpful. I've been doing it for a few years. I've had this spreadsheet for a few years, so I have all these sheets. And then, okay, I will stop sharing. Be consistent when you post. So I had a meeting with someone from Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and she said, be consistent, which I mean, I knew that, like post regularly. But she said the same days. I didn't realize that. So the algorithm will notice if you're posting on the same days at the same time, and it will like that. So I do Tuesday. I used to post every day, but I don't have time anymore. This is Instagram. So I do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 11 a.m. And if I have bonus material, then I'll do that. So I think this past Sunday, I posted something in addition. So I have 3 days at least, but usually do 4, maybe more. And there was something else. I think that's it. And so social media is important, but don't let it take over your life. It can be such a time suck. Another thing you can do, I mean, you won't be able to see my phone because of the glare. If you see something on one of our feeds, so at SB Reduces or at Ithaca Reduces or at DC Reduces, is that yours, Stephanie? Well, anyway, if you see something you like, just repost it. Use an app like Repost. It's free. And then you don't spend a whole bunch of time. I mean, you want original content does better usually, depending. But that will save you some time if you just want to slap something up. But I think for this, in person, you know, boots on the ground is really important. So it's not all social media, because this is a very local thing, but social media is definitely helpful. Emails, you own the names. So if something happens to Instagram, eventually it will die. You know, you have those email addresses. And I think that's it.
Great,
me.
thank you. Yeah, okay. So that's it. And okay, so it's now thank you so much, Anne-Marie. So now we are thinking also we wanted to do like breakout sessions so that like we can get to know each other. So I wanted to ask Renee to like break us up into like a 5-person group so we can talk, and if everybody's ready, we want to break up. Renee?
You got it. I can do that. How long would you like breakout rooms to last?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, but I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes. I don't know, 7 minutes, let's say. And then we're going to wrap up.
So it's 49 minutes after the hour. I'll try to pull everybody back at somewhere around 4 or 5 minutes till.
Yes.
And this should throw you all into breakout rooms as soon as I click this button. And you're welcome to come back to the main room or let me know if you have any issues, whatever. Okay, here we go. Enjoy the conversations.
Okay, thank you.
Looks like I have one person that did not actually. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Not yet. Okay. Okay. Hello. I hope you had a good conversation. We had a pretty good one here in my group, and I know it was kind of too short. But like hopefully we can do more. I hope it was helpful. 7 minutes is not long enough. I agree. We could keep talking, but we said the meeting's going to be up for 1 hour. So maybe next time, I thought that maybe next time we will make the meeting a little bit longer. Our plan is to have like an interactive meeting and then like a speaker meeting. And next time we will have a speaker and then like alternate with interactive meetings and things like that. But if you want, we can make the meeting longer and make it longer to we can have a speaker and then we can have a interactive session too. But I agree, like it's not long enough. Sorry.
Yeah, there was a question I forgot to ask. I'm wondering if I can sneak it in before you say goodnight to everybody.
Yes.
So Tamela was wondering, she thought that BYO purchased the stickers. So back to that conversation. And she's wondering if others use cling window stickers when they get these.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Silicon Valley uses clings too, and then we started with a sticker, and we also have clings, and both are useful in different situations. There are some restaurants that don't have glass surfaces, and in those cases, like sticker comes in handy, and they are more they stick better than decals, like window clings. And another tip I have for you is to not leave stickers with the restaurants at
Right.
all. Yes.
Yeah. Don't.
Yes.
A lot of them will say, "Oh, give me a sticker and I'll give it to my boss and ask." And yeah, don't not until they commit.
Yeah.
And also, what was that, Stephanie?
No, I just wanted to really strongly endorse that. Every single sticker I've ever left, I've never seen again.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing it.
Yes.
So ours, they're a little bit difficult, a little bit tricky to peel off of the backing, the cling film. So I when I'm there, I say, oh, they're a little bit tricky to put up. So let me just put that up for you. And I'll put it up, because otherwise if they say, oh, leave it with me, I'll put it up. It's just going to end up in the trash.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. So don't leave the sticker. That is like a
golden rule.
rule.
So many people will say, oh, sure, I'll take one.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Bianca. Yeah. Yes. So that's yeah, don't leave the sticker at the restaurant. That's definitely one. Yes.
Well,
I have something to say, and then like I lost a train of my thought about the sticker. Yes, sticker can be useful too, and deco can be useful. So like it's nice. Ideally, it's nice to have both, a little bit of both. Yeah, that's it. Yes, Shara. Yes.
Sorry, I had to unmute. I just had a quick question, sort of related to the stickers, because one of the other things that we're working on in Newton is a Skip the Stuff campaign, which is hopefully going to be an ordinance, but so mandated. But either way, I feel like it's something that would be really good for the restaurants to have posted as well, at least to educate consumers, because I know they're worried that consumers will get mad at them if they don't put stuff in, even though it might be a mandated ordinance. So my point related to the stickers is I'm just envisioning like stickers everywhere. And is that an issue? Has anyone else dealt with like multiple things on the doors and it almost being too much stuff, if that makes sense?
So there's a really nice little French bakery in downtown Mountain View where I am, and they don't put things in their windows. So they're on our website. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to look at my website, look at the website listings, to find a place. So, but yeah, they didn't want a sticker. So,
Yeah.
you know, what can I do? I mean, they don't want to ruin their beautiful ambiance.
Yeah, we have that experience too in Ithaca. One really high-end restaurant have this like aesthetic thingy, and they don't want any sticker, not just ours, nobody's. So in that case, we just add them to the list and be done with it. However, if you want to post it on social media, they might maybe different because they really like to be featured on our social media, and some restaurants reach out. And they like to be featured, so you might be able to get them, you know, get some restaurants to be on the social media. But of course, like it's more of an in-person work, like, you know, but some restaurants really likes to be featured on the social media, so you might be able to use that as a bait too. Yeah, okay,
That's helpful. Thank you.
I just heard I just read a comment in the chat that I thought was fantastic. Is can places put the sticker on their menus or on their collateral? I think that's an excellent.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I would love that. Someone please do that.
yes. I have like this. We created like a 2-inch stickers, and then that might just go on. Might be perfect for that. But we created those 2-inch stickers. You know, when we are tabling at the festivals, and then like, you know, when people bring their own containers or mugs or something, we can just slap it on and say, "Good job!" Like, you know, thank you for doing BYO. So
yeah, and my point was going to be, you know, the digital emblems are very visible on social media. That's a great thing. People look at their phones a lot. They don't always look at glass. And if there are digital menus, that's also another opportunity for people to see the.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. We should, you know, definitely consider that, like reaching out to the, you know, restaurant owners and asking them to add that. That's, you know, make it a part of their, you know, requirements to show, get on the list on the map or something like that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. Different types of stickers, 2 inches, 5 inches, etc. And for digital menus. Okay. It's just a 2 inches, Jill, like the sticker, it's the same sticker, but you order 2 inches. Like this is 5 inches in diameter.
It's not a cling. It's not a cling, front cling. It's just that's a sticker that sticks on.
That's a sticker, like for the small one is
adhesive.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. Like, you know, you wash it many times. I have it on my clean canteen, and you wash it many times. It never comes off. Like I have it for like a year. It's pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Any other questions? You know, we can stick around, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is like